Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So one of my channel members, Pam, has so kindly sent me something from my Amazon wishlist. And wait, first, look at this. Look at this. This is so cute. She made me a tumbler with my logo on it, and I love it so much. It is so gorgeous, Pam. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Like, I love it. It's so cute. But anyway, she sent me something from my Amazon wish list, which I appreciate greatly, and I'm super excited. Look, it's a cup turner, guys, or a tumbler turner. I have been wanting to try this for so long, and now I can. And I can't wait. I mean, I'm gonna admit, I'm a little scared, but it comes with all this great stuff and a tumbler, and of course I had to go out and get some more because, I had to. So I'm super excited to try that, and that will be coming up in a future video where I'm gonna try and see what we got. But today I'm gonna attempt marbling. Now, if any of you have been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that I've tried it several different times, and on every single occasion, I have failed miserably. But I saw a video by DNA Resin the other day, and she did this different attempt on marbling. So I'm going to try it today, and we're going to see if I can get it to work. So first I split my resin up, and today I'm using ISTOYO resin. I split it up into 4 different cups, and I am going to be doing a clear. I'm going to be doing black, white, and red. Now my husband he asked me a while ago, ever since I made that Easter box. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Since I did that book mold, do you guys remember that book box mold? Yeah, he wanted me to make him one for work, and black, white, and red are his work colors, and that's what he wanted me to go with. So I've kind of been putting it off for a while now. So I thought, okay, we're just gonna do it, right? We're gonna do it. And him being a man and whatever, I can't have any fun with like sparkly stuff. So we're just going to go in, and I'm going to use my Rolio deep black and the pure white pigment paste, and then their scarlet mica powder. Now, he doesn't want anything real shiny, which is why I've kind of steered away from like the micas and stuff, but I do want to, well, I have to have the red in there. And this red, the Scarlet by Rolio, is the only red that I've found that's actually like a true red and doesn't have like a pinky tone to it when you actually like pour it, or another variation of a reddish color. This is actually red. So that's what we're going to do today, and see if maybe I can, make it work. So we're going to be using that box mold again. And I'm also going to use the mold that I used when I did the one with my daughter, for the vanity set for the lotion pump. However, it's not going to be a lotion pump. We're going to make it into a pen holder for him. Now, in I kind of wish it was a little bit wider, but it's kind of like the tallest mold that I have that has an opening to it. And it would be ideal if it was wider because, it's for pens on his desk, and he said he has a lot. So, I don't know. We're just going to do it because I want to, and why not? I want to see. It's kind of like an experiment in sorts. Like, all right, we've got the square mold. Now I want to do this round mold too, and kind of see if the different variations of the marbling technique that DNA resin had come up with will work for me anyway. So we'll see. So I've pretty much mixed all of my colors now, and I did make sure that I wiped the stick off with a baby wipe before I stopped completely mixing it, to get off any excess pigment that is sticking on there, so I don't have any issues with unmixed pigment paste in my resin after it cures. And now we're just going to go for it. All right, so what she did in her video was she took a little bit of clear, and I think she, if I'm not mistaken, only used like two other colors other than the clear, but I'm going to go with 3 cuz, why not? And she just kind of went around like the edges of her mold. Now her mold actually had like this part of the box where she actually just can kind of go around. And she did a layer of clear just one time around. And then when she went in with her colors, she went twice around. Now, with the lid on this one, it's a little harder because I don't have the kind of edge like I do on the actual box part of the mold to go around. But we're going to see if we can make it work anyway. So twice around with the white. And then after we do the white, I'm going to go in with the red. And we're just going to kind of do the same thing and layer the colors like this and see what happens. So I'm hoping that it works. I'm hoping that the colors just don't completely all merge together and pretty much turn black. But I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna see. Now, my channel members have already seen the finished product, and yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. Those of you who aren't, you're just going to have to wait till the end. Don't fast forward, please. Just watch the video, please. It helps my analytics a lot if you guys actually watch and not fast forward. Anyway, so we're just going to keep layering these colors. I guess it's almost like a dirty pour, but not. You know how when you layer the colors in your cup, but this way you have a little bit more control over how much you're putting in and making sure that all the color is going into those areas, like each. And then after we're kind of done with this, well, of course, you know, me being me, I didn't mix up enough resin, so there's that. But, you know, it's fine. It'll be fine. We'll just have to mix up some more. It's fine though. But we're just going to keep doing this, right? And just until the molds are full. Now, I have noticed, and if anyone else has this box mold, it warps something horribly. Like the outer walls of the silicone are so thin that it just like it can't withstand the weight of the resin in there. If you go to purchase this mold, I know Temu has it because that's where I got it from. Purchase it from Amazon unless you have already maybe included with another mold the little like wooden pieces that will support this from going wonky on you, because yeah, it's terrible. Now, in case you haven't noticed, I stopped filling up the pen cup holder thing because I was hoping that maybe I would have enough resin to finish the other two if I just waited on that instead of having just to continue with all three of them. Of course, I kind of ish had enough for the actual box itself once I scraped everything, but you know, I still didn't have completely enough, but whatever. So now my issue is going to be getting this box straight and having something to push up against it that will keep it from bowing out like it is. And it's doing it on all the sides. And the other thing that I'm worried about is every time I push it in, it's like smushing the resin around, so it's moving it. Now, what she did, what you just seen me do with the popsicle stick, is she went down one time, like just straight down, straight back up, all the way around her mold. And then that was it. Not mixing it, not anything else, just straight up and down. And you'll see me doing it here on the pen mold when I'm finished, or the pen holder mold when I'm finished. Don't mix it. Straight up and down, all the way around. That's it. Be done with it. Now, I am worried about the box because, like I said, every time I would push it together, all of that would kind of just merge. And I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to get a marbling effect out of it, but we'll see. And I did, once I moved it over to my curing area, I put some jars of like glitter and stuff around it. So I'm hoping that I have it lined up good enough that it'll keep it from going wonky on me, but I won't really know until later on. So we'll see. All right, so now we're just going to go in and we are just going to finish filling these molds up. Now, in the time that it took me to mix and recolor all the resins, you can see that the colors on the lid started pulling in already, but we are kind of getting a neat effect, kind of ish on the marbling, but we'll see. We'll see. There is something that she did with the lid or the top or whatever it was of what it was that she was doing, and I'll show you that as well before we're finished. But yeah, so that's it. So we're just going to keep doing this until these molds are pretty full. Now, before I completely fill the pen holder mold, I'm going to go head down with my craft stick and do the little up and down thing that she had done. I don't want to fill it up completely because I don't want it to overflow. So I am going to leave a little bit of space. And then after I do the up and down motion, then I will fill it up the rest of the way because, I don't want resin going everywhere. Okay. So this is for the lid. She kind of like pulled it in and then did a little swirly motion around the top. Now I am going down with my dotting tool and I am touching like the silicone. And then up and down. That's it. Up, down, move it up or down, up, move it all the way around. And I guess this just kind of mixes the resin colors up enough to kind of give you that kind of sort of marbling effect. Now, she didn't let all of the goopiness drip down. She was a lot cleaner than me, but it's the bottom. It'll be fine. And then I'm going to go over it with the heat gun real quick. And then I'm going to just go ahead and finish filling up this with the clear resin and then do some little swirly things around the bottom. Not that they're going to stay, but just so it's not like super clear on the bottom. And we're going to let it cure. But since I have a bunch left over, I decided why not make a frog? So we're kind of going to go in the same thing. I'm going to layer all the colors. And then because this is so deep, I'm kind of going to just move it around a little bit and then go back in with the colors again and kind of just finish them off and kind of just see if maybe we can do it on the frog too, you know? I really don't know how this is going to turn out because it's like completely different than what she did as far as like how the mold is. And I'm just kind of plopping the colors in again, almost like a dirty pour, but we'll see. We will see. Now, when it gets to like his little arms and legs and fingers and toes, I am going to kind of just take my craft stick and kind of go up, like drag it up by color, just to kind of, with different colors, right? Just to kind of get his little feet and legs and stuff, like have them have different colors, like it's not just all one solid color so that it looks like whatever effect is going on with his whole body drags up into his fingers and toes as well. Is it going to work? I don't really know, but we're going to try. And I'm just going to kind of finish filling this up, finish using up all the resin that I can, and be done with it. I'll give it another little swirly and just kind of to mix those colors up, shove the thing down in his head, and then I kind of look at it since you can kind of see like the layers of colors through the silicone mold on this. And I noticed that because white, I mean, I poured clear down first, but white was the like primary color that I poured in first. There was a lot of just solid white down there. So I did take my dotting tool and I kind of just moved around that color a little bit until I could see other colors sort of going through. I didn't want to mix it up too much, so I was really careful about doing it because I don't want all the colors to just become one color. I do want some kind of marbling, some kind of effect. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I want to try as much as possible, right? And it was also like I started doing it because it looked like there was a big air pocket there, and I just wanted to make sure that resin was touching it all. And hit it with the heat gun. Now, I guess I must have done the pushing around with the color off screen. All right, 24 hours later. Yes, I know. Look at it. I'm so upset. I don't know if I forgot that side or if I didn't have it pushed up well enough, but now it's got this thing coming out of the side of it that, I mean, if I really wanted to, I could sand it, but I just told my husband to just make that the back of it because I don't want to sand. And that's a lot to sand. Like it would take forever. And I just didn't want to do it. Like I was being lazy. I did not want to do it. But I think like it worked. I do have marbling and is this like actual real marbling? I don't know. But it's the most that I've ever been able to marble. So I'm gonna call this a win for me. And we'll just, like I said, pretend that the little weird lumpy thing didn't happen. All right, let's look at this lid. So on the bottom from the clear, we kind of got like the dragon scale kind of look. And then the top looks neat. It still has the design on it that I kind of put in there. So I was kind of surprised that it pretty much stayed. But overall, like, I am really happy with it. I think it turned out okay. Again, probably not true marbling, but good enough for me. At least for now, anyway. At least for now. So at least I can say I marbled once. All right, let's look at this pen holder. So I think it looks super cool. Like, I didn't muddy up the colors. You can clearly see all of the colors in there. And I'm really happy with it. No air bubbles, no nothing. All right, now it's time for this little guy. And let's see how he turns out. Now, I could have added a little bit more resin because I did have some more resin left over even after this. I thought he was like full, but I guess not because I got a lot of sharp edges that I'm going to have to clean off with my deburring tool and like a nail file. But guys, look how cool he looks. Okay, so he's may not be actually marbled, but he's super cool. Like, I really dig this. He may be my favorite frog. Like, I've come up with a few cool ones that I've just kind of like poured whatever I had left over in and whatever, and they ended up turning out pretty neat. But this guy, like, I really dig him. He's got, when you see the actual like glamour shots, he's got so many like designs and details and just little things going on with him that he is super cool. Like him a lot. All right, so I can't, if it was mine and I could do whatever I want with it, I would definitely deck this thing out like a lot. I'd even, honestly, contemplated putting the frog on the top because it kind of looked neat too. But he didn't want none of that, so I couldn't have any fun. He just wanted it plain. And then I thought, or, well, will you let me put the boss on it? No, I don't want to be that kind of person. I was like, oh my God, you're not letting me have any fun with this at all. So, where the marbling looks pretty and it's nice and whatever, it is very plain for me. However, I do like it a lot. All right, so we're going to put some eyes on this little guy and give him a mouth, and then it's on to the glamour shots. So, no real fun stuff for me this time, but, we still got the rest of the week, and I've got some really cool ideas coming up for later on. All right. So as I finish this up, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys on Thursday in the next one. Love ya. Bye.